When we study application of calculus, it is very important that you have a good clarity about the concept. So let us understand two graphs to get a more good command over the subject. I have a graph over here where I've plot two things. One is your cost function in blue and your revenue in green. What I want you guys to understand is my cost function starts midway on the y-axis. Why is that so? Because when 0 units were produced, there was still a certain cost involved. That over here is your fixed cost. And hence, without any production, the cost which takes place is your orange line, that is your fixed cost. And your blue over here gives your cost going up. As you sell the product, your revenue increases. The point where revenue and cost is meeting up, that over here is your break even point. Any money or any units sold before the break even point will lead to a loss, and the units sold after the break even point will lead to a profit. Note, we are considering a case which is linear. For that particular part, this concept works around. So what was an MCQ tested in 2023 specimen paper? It says which relation is correct for break even point. So for the break even point, do we realize at this part is where your revenue and cost is the same, which is your option C. Let us understand the graph over here where I have my number of units on the x-axis and my revenue on the y-axis. If you observe, your revenue and average revenue are decreasing continuously in this case. So how many units should a manufacturer produce? Well, over here is 30, over here is 60. Here I see marginal revenue is the rate of change in revenue, which over here after 30 units becomes negative. So the change in revenue becomes negative when you go from 30 units ahead, and hence we say marginal revenue is 0 at 30, after which the change in revenue is negative. Thus, the manufacturer should not produce or sell more than 30 units. This practically covers up your law of diminishing marginal return. So understand the graph because practical concepts can also be tested in your paper. Happy learning.